Hello. Oh. Hello. Hello. Welcome everyone to this stream. Today I thought we will take care of this feature request. More dynamic input options to data source. So the issue with URL with the URL source, let me just show OBS so we can see it. Okay, so the issue with OBS with the URL source. Only one dynamic input here that we can put in into, for example, our body. We can only have like one input, which is cool. But then, what if we want multiple ones? What if we want like our body JSON? really do that. And so we'll need to change this a little bit to allow for that. That would be an interesting thing to do. Okay, let's save this out and see if we have anyone in the chat. Alright, so right now the URL source is saying, yeah, the post message doesn't work. So we can play around with that a little bit and figure it out. Maybe we'll use OpenAI or something like that. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at the code. Right, so we're in the URL source, and now really what we should be looking at is the request builder. So the request builder has a bunch of things that have to do with the input. Let's make this a little bigger. Right, but I think that what we should probably do is take a top-down approach and go look at the Qt creator and see what we have going on there. I'm getting a warning. Whatever that means. I don't know. What about this? Is it gonna change? Stay on top? Not really. What does this mean? The stream. What's up with the stream? Okay, bitrate is lower. Oh well. Right. So let's have a look at the request builder. Okay, very neat. Now we have dynamic input, and we need to think about a way to encapsulate all of this so that we can add multiple inputs. Of the same kind. Right, so you can do this with the plus and minus thing. aggregate resize. Aggregate to empty. I think a table would work. What is this guy? This is a table. something. I was actually thinking about building something with everyone live, something like a scoreboard, a dashboard, or something using APIs, or maybe connecting it to ChatGPT, or doing some more advanced. Oh, music is too loud. I actually don't know what's going on with this. Right, the music is too loud. Yeah, I was trying to set this up. I gotta do it again. I need a compressor with a threshold with a side chain on the microphone. Ducking. And do... I think the attack is fine. The release should be something like that. Let me try this out. Thanks everyone for bearing with me. I had to set this up. So I need to output monitor this. Okay, now if I'm speaking, the music should duck down. I'm speaking now. Are you ducking down? It's not ducking. Are you ducking now? Oh, now it's ducking. Okay, now when I'm speaking, it should the music should duck down, and then when I stop, it should come back up. Let's just have it sort of in the background. I think I'm overdoing this. Now I'm speaking. No, I think output gain should be 0. But the ratio... Now I'm speaking. And the music should not die all the way down. It should just... kind of just be in the background. Let's see if I can monitor my thing. I'm sorry, I'm doing multiple things at once. I want to build a plugin, but I have to make sure that this thing is on properly for the stream later today. Okay, I'm speaking. Yeah, my mic is too loud. No, it's okay. Maybe something like... Okay, I can't monitor my microphone. It's too crazy. I'm hearing myself as well as the music and everything. Alright, very cool. Back to our table here. Push button, let's say push button, add, input. Remove input. Dynamic inputs. All right, now my question is how to, when someone clicks plus here, they need to set this up. They need to set like the source. And all this stuff up. And now it's basically the source is selected. Input source selected. This whole thing's gonna have to change pretty dramatically. I would hate to bring this up as another dialogue. This is like a dialogue in a dialogue in a dialogue. It makes no sense to have another dialogue. The other thing I'm considering of doing is just to have it all in here, like a table. It'd be like dynamic input, like input name. It'd be like no empty, no same, aggregate, and there'll be like checkboxes and the resize thing maybe just as columns in this table as an editable. It's another option. No idea how that's gonna work. So you want to build something. You want to build something with Python. You want to build like a UI, like build an application in Python. So actually Qt works perfectly in Python. So actually it might be even more convenient to use Qt with Python. I think I'm overdoing this. Ducking it too low. Okay. I think the ratio needs to be like 3 or something. Anyway, yeah, Mark, this the Qt creator and all of that stuff, this is regardless. To build a plugin, how important is out of OBS? Yeah, if you're building a Python plugin for OBS, which is totally doable, there's a bunch of people that do that. It will come up in here in scripts to set up Python and everything, scripts. And I have like this plugin, for example, it's a Python plugin. And so you just write it out and then you just import the thing and just bring in the file. Yeah, like this one. URL text. And I'm not sure what this is doing, but this is a plugin or a script actually. But the scripts are pretty capable. And the attack to be like immediate. yeah, there's a bunch of examples on how to build Python plugins. Okay, this is gonna be weird. Plus is gonna bring something up like that, and then what do we do? We like input settings, and when you select an input in here, these will be enabled. You click a different one, other ones pop up. Weird. Yeah, at the beginning, everything here is going to be disabled. Maybe like that. Something like this. And then when you select an input, yeah. Thank you, Joel. I appreciate that. Happy New Year. Yeah. Let's hope for a very cool 2024. We do a bunch more stuff with OBS and AI. I'm hoping for that. Okay, so this is not a half bad idea. If we have this now, we click plus, add an input, and then once we click it, these will be enabled to change the settings. We click a different one, these things will change. So I'm not loving this. It's not tight enough. Let's see how it looks. Okay. And let's duck this down. Okay. I think this is exactly the opposite of what it should be. Okay. All right, let's see what this does. I have all kinds of audio problems. Sync. Ducking. There's a huge delay. Yeah, like the ducking comes in like way too late. Let's see. Yeah, that's the weirdest thing. It's like it ducking. Let's try this like that. Yeah, I have no idea. Now it seems like it's not ducking and not coming back at all. Let's see what it does. Is it going to duck when I'm speaking? Are you gonna be ducking when I'm speaking? Nope. You're gonna be ducking now? So, are you gonna be ducking? See, it's ducking, but it's ducking very late. And takes it forever to come back. Both these things should be high. Are you gonna be ducking now when I'm speaking? Dude, this is the weirdest thing. It's like when I'm done speaking, that's when it starts ducking. This makes no sense to me. No sense. To increase the ratio is the other way around? I think that the problem is the trigger. It's like I'm speaking, it's not ducking. I'm gonna be quiet. See, it was ducking only after I went quiet. hell? I don't know if this side changing is working at all. Anyway. Let's just let the music just stay there in the background. Anyway, sorry about that. Let's get back in here. But my mic has a bunch of conditioning filters like noise, equalizer, expander, compressor, and a limiter just in case, right? So I should do this the other way around, like my mic should be ducking the music. That's kind of the opposite of how I thought this would work. Applying this to the wrong track. Well, I would want the music one, which is just this one. If it points 30 release at 1,000 output gain. Let's try this. Ratio at 1050. Threshold like minus 30. That's fine. A very short attack and a bigger release and an output gain. Okay. See, this is my problem, is when I'm speaking, it doesn't care. And when I stop speaking, it's ducking. Something weird going on here, like really weird, but I won't trouble you all with that. Don't worry. I'll figure it out. Can't hear myself. I'll just try it later and I'll figure it out. For now, let's just keep the music. It'll be a little quieter and that's it. Alright, yeah, but thanks for helping. Let's see. Alright, dynamic input. Then we got these things in here and they need to respond to that guy. Widget 8. This is the widget that I have disabled, correct? Yeah. Disabled. Let's give it a meaningful name. Input settings group or something. And when someone selects here, they will see it. This should be enabled. All right. You apply the filter to the track you want to reduce audio in. Yeah, well, this is the background music. I have my compressor. Sidechain ducking source. This is what I want to trigger on. Right, my microphone. Kind of. But it's not working. It's like the opposite of what I was hoping that it would do. Like when I'm speaking, it's playing, and then when I stop speaking, it's an inverse kind of thing. Anyway, I'm not sure. Not sure about it at all. I have to figure it out. All right. Input source selected. Yeah. The body input source selected. This is the one. Okay, let's see. What did we have with the headers? Just populating the headers and then push add header, adding a new row. Okay. This one. Okay. Scroll. Edit triggers. Yeah, that's fine. Horizontal header visible. I don't think so. Okay. So, yeah. That's fine. I need like the add header and remove header. I'm gonna do a similar thing for the inputs. Dynamic inputs. All right, now we had, I'm sorry, a couple of things here. We had push button add input and push button remove input. And okay, this was called blah blah dynamic inputs. And this would add a new one, and we only have one thing in the row. And then I just need to kill that. Okay. No. Yeah, we could have here like the name of the source or something. All right, what happens? What happens when I click one? I think we're gonna look at this one, horizontal header, whatever. Someone know. Okay, what happens when I click one? I would like to click one and then enable this guy. Populate it. But let's start with enabling. Alright, for that we have to go to Qt table view. I actually want to see what my signals are. I need to connect a signal. Selection behavior. Select row. The selection changed. Selection change, set selection. Selection behavior, select items, select rows, selecting only rows. That's interesting. Selection behavior. No edit triggers. Selection behavior, select rows. Single selection. Okay. No drag drop. Auto scroll. No editing and that sort of stuff. Okay. Selection mode. But what happens when I select? Section behavior. What have we got? Activated, click, double click, entered, pressed. Model index. The signal emitted when a mouse button is pressed. The item mouse button pressed on notify index. Remember the index is valid. Okay. Let's click the single one. Okay. It's enters the item specified by. Oh. No, I think I need clicked. So I would like to connect UI table view dynamic inputs. Nice, but I actually want clicked. Edit the selected row. That's pretty cool. Enable the settings. A group, right? You want to enable this guy. Come on. Popular size group is selected settings. So where does this come from? The population of this popular list of OBS text sources. That's fine. Okay. Dynamic inputs. This is fine. Select the current OBS source, if any. This whole thing will be the population. Can take all of this out to a different function. Okay, this would come from there. right, the request data. Okay. Some of this stuff needs to stay behind. This needs to stay behind. Let's kick this one out. These, unfortunately, will have to be separate functions. That there's not much I could do. This will have to be a separate function too. This. Okay. I have to bring these guys up. This is what we need to do in here. Got this one too. Don't need any of these. Nope. Yes, this one can stay. No. It needs to go. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of clutter in here, but there's not much that we can do to prevent it. Okay, input source selected. Populate this, we need to call it from there, that's fine. Okay. Now populate. This input source and this one and that one. This is irrelevant. This is irrelevant. Irrelevant, and this is irrelevant. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Right, so I got all these guys set up properly. This looks okay. So, yeah, you know what? Let's restyle this because it's looking pretty bad. And let's build macOS. See that we're roughly on track. How's everybody doing? Right, I'm not using index. But run scalar initializer. Add a line definition. Okay. I need to add a few things in here. Private functions. Line definition, November named. Okay. If you want to write up there, if you have anything to say, just drop a line in the chat. I'm checking it periodically. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, not so good. let's see, out of line definition. Does it match in declaration in request builder? Correct. Okay, undeclared identifier request data. Correct as well. That should probably just be passed down. Just for now. Let's work with this. What if I do something like that? Help this guy out. No. Just hang out. And you too. Just hang out. No. Put y'all. That's it. Okay. They go away? Why are you going away? What if I do that? Ugh. No, these guys go away. Weird. Do something like that. Is it gonna stay? Kind of staying. Okay. Alright, out of line definition. Does it match declaration? Correct. It's because referencing a member thing is to have a reference. Okay. Okay. I had to connect this. This means that I need request builder and a ref and a function call do Disconnect. What? It still take care of that scalar thing. And row. And model append row. Oh, it's got a thing and a value. Okay. Stat item. Right, I'm gonna have to probably use a UUID in here. Because I need to uniquely identify this one input in the table. Like in here. Okay. I think this is going to build through. Then we'll have to figure out a way to test it. Okay, compiled. Okay, it's compiled. Okay, we could do this. Now it's gonna be a little strange with OBS. I'm gonna have to open another OBS window. Which may or may not screw up with the stream. Hoping that it won't. Hello, Manish. How are you? Okay. This compiled and copied to the right place. Now I'll have to start OBS somehow. OBS portable contents, macOS. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping the stream's not gonna up and die. As it might. it just died. Stroke glow. That's not it though. I'm doing very well, Manish. Thank you. I'm working on the OBS URL source plugin. I'm trying to add multiple dynamic inputs. Instead of just the one, I want to add an unlimited amount of dynamic inputs. Which is not the simplest thing in the world in terms of UI and interaction, but I want to give it a try, see if it works. Okay, so this has compiled correctly, which is perfect. The other thing that we're gonna have to do is to figure out the request data, because instead of having just one single input, which is all of this, we need to have multiple ones. So it's just not going to be yeah. Hello Manish, yes. Okay. I need to put this on an array. Probably with indexing, just indexing. Well, all of these guys will have to be basically in their own struct. Right, it'd be like a struct URL source dynamic input data with all these fellas. And now okay. Input data. Yeah, so it's dynamic input data. I need maybe a vector of those. But then They will not be very unique. They'll all be identified only by their IDs, which is not so bad. Could be worse. Okay. Let's have a default constructor. Very cool. Manish, I'm building the URL API source for OBS. I'm actually extending it. Tag about equals nothing, so that's fine. That's very cool. So now let's see. Now instead of this, it should be JSON. Not really. I had to serialize that one. Not really. Okay. No. These guys need to go in here, and instead of that, we need this now. Need to go like that. Finally, yeah. Then having input data should be the array. Very neat. Now on the back side, we need to unpack. Okay. Excellent. Exactly what I needed. Unpacking it like that. Right, now there's gonna be a bunch of errors thrown at us that we'll need to take care of on the other side. You're correct. All right, let's see if this completes without Yep. Okay, this is exactly what I expected. Dynamic input data sources set, replace all of the source tags. Yeah, now we're gonna have to loop over all of them and do all of this for each one. Which is possible to be done. But let's maybe start with the easier stuff like the UI, because this is a whole huge mess. Yeah, it's all that basically everything in here. By the way, it's like oh, this needs to be per dynamic input. Yeah, no. Per dynamic input. That's fine. Now in request data. The resize option, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, this whole thing needs to be redone for each and every one. All right. So this is possibly more the than what we can handle in this session. I'll have to come back and do this. We could do it at a later session. All right, so we've made progress. We made pretty good progress today on adding this, adding this to the UI, setting all that stuff up, and also on the back end. Now it's time to tie up everything on the code side, and that's gonna be a heavier lifting sort of activity. So I'll need to I have to go back and redo this and kind of think this through. But yeah, I'm going to stop the stream for now. Thanks everybody for joining me today. There's going to be another session tonight on some more OBS work. So yeah, thanks everybody. It's been a pleasure, and we'll talk more tonight. See you for now.